Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie and today I'm going to be taking you through everything I'm going to do in my journal for my mid-year review. I'm not going to do everything on camera because it is a little extensive and there's about like 15 pages. So I'm also not doing this within a day. Today is Saturday, June 21st. And I guess my goal would be maybe to get one done this weekend and then just do the rest during the whole week. So I have about a week of the last week of June to kind of get ready and do my mid-year reset. So I'm taking my time with it, and I'm not going to guarantee that I'm filling out every page to a T because I'm just going to go with what the vibe is in the moment. And if I want to fill out that prompt, I'll fill out that prompt. If not, I'm also going to be able to just jump around if I need to. That's fine. I kind of want to go in order, so I'm going to show you it in the order that I go in. But I might jump around, and that's totally cool. Okay, so let's just get started. So I have my iPad. So some of these are from my 2025 planner, but some of the pages in here are on my Etsy shop, so just a mid-year review and reflection. So for me, I am going to, let's take it out of editing mode, make it a little bit bigger. Okay. The first page I'm going to start with is actually just wrapping up the last quarter. So this part isn't in the mid-year review because I'm not sure if you'll be planning quarterly or not, but I'm trying to get in the habit of planning quarterly. I really want to wrap up quarter two before I go into my mid-year review. So I'll be reviewing April, May, June before I'm reviewing January, February, March, April, May, June. So this page right here is just 4 different boxes. So one of the boxes is going to be my successes, so things that I accomplished or achieved in the last quarter. I'm going to put progress, so maybe goals I made progress on or aspects of my life that I made progress on that is not necessarily like a success, achievement, a goal finished. Like it's just, I've made some progress in this area. And then we have challenges, which is going to be like just things I struggled with, challenges I faced, and I might put like how I did work through them. But then strategies is moving on. What do I want to implement to kind of help myself with these challenges and struggles? And then I'm just going to continue my quarterly review with just a little prompt page. So these quarter pages, again, are in my 2025 planner. So they're not a part of the mid-year review, but this is just my personal review. So this has about 20 questions, and it just goes through like, how do you feel about the past quarter? What's been the main cause of stress? How did you celebrate your progress? What are you grateful for? What have you learned? Stuff like that. So after that, I haven't decided if I'm going to do this page or not. I might, again, just do it like in little bite size. I might fill in some boxes. I might like go back and forth with this, but this is reviewing January to June. So one box for each month. So January, February, March, April, May, June. Again, I just wanted this in there because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but I'm definitely going to use this layout for the second half, which I'll show you, but it was just easy to make it, so I put it in there just in case I want to use it. And then this is my full mid-year review, like prompt section. So again, about 20 prompts. How do you feel about the progress you've made so far this year? And it just goes from there. So I'll fill that out. This one I'll probably do closer to like June 25th, 26th. Wait for the year to kind of like just move forward a bit more first. And then I made my intentions for this is from the beginning of the year. I made my intentions for every life aspect, so every aspect of my life, and I made goals, so I want to review those and write little notes about like my progress I've made in comparison to those goals. And then I'm not sure if I'll do this on this page. I mean, I might as well, but I might just duplicate this and leave the next page for like goals for the second half of the year. So this might be reflect on goals from beginning of the year, and then the other page will be make goals for the second half of the year. I don't know if I'm going to combine the two. I don't know. We'll see. But I have a box here for daily, weekly, and monthly, and then the other two I didn't use them. So moving on, Then it's going to be my mid-year reflection. So that means I'm going to be answering these journal prompts that are all about July to December. So what I kind of want to bring into my life during these months, what I'm focusing on, what I want to feel, and what would be like a key sign of success. Like what would success look like at the end of this year? So I'll go through that, and then again, like I said, I'll do a little blurb for each of the months, little either goals or reflections or notes of like what's going to happen in my life, so what I could be focusing on. And then this is the page I'm most excited for, and which is a good thing because I really want to get myself excited for the next half of the year. My main goal, and then some big goals, some small goals, my main focus, my priorities, intentions, habits, my morning routine and my evening routine, the things I want to experience, the resources I'm going to use to support myself, and the rewards I'm going to give myself when I succeed or just at the end of the year in general, something to look forward to. Definitely most excited about this one. This one is just going to be a really good overview of like just everything I want to do for the second half of the year. So I'll definitely be referencing this one a lot. Next, we have a little space here that's the same layout. I might do something similar specifically for my business, Natalie's Notebooks. So I might just take some pillars here and set some goals for specific parts of my business. So I left that in there. And then I'm going to move on and I'm going to do my Q3 reflection, which means that I'll be planning for the next 3 months. So July, August, and September. I am doing a little challenge for these next 90 days. And I have that in my habit tracker. So if you saw some of my last videos, you'll know that I track my habits using a completely separate notebook. So this is the Traveler's Notebook by Archer and Olive. So I use this to track habits, and this time around I am doing a summer challenge. So for the next 90 days or 12 weeks, whatever, I have like 10 core habits that I want to do, and if I do those 10 habits, then it's a perfect day. It's automatically 100 points. So this is like a point system. But if I only do like 5 of those, then it's 50 points. So it's 10 points each. So 5 of those is 50 points. But then I have some things that are worth 2 points, 3 points, and 5 points. So then at the end of the day, I just add it up. And as you can see, I've already filled in the first week here. So the colors I'm going for are purple because I did it in like a rainbow order. And I mean, we're okay with the green, but we really want like blues and purples and pinks on the side here. So I did kind of like light pink and then red and orange, yellow, and then into like an indigo, and then more of like a magenta at the end because that's my favorite color. So I'd rather it go purple to magenta. So anyways, yeah, so this is my tracker for that. For the summer. Okay, so you guys can't judge me for this, but this is actually helping me track my core 10 habits, and it's actually really fun. So don't knock it till you try it. I got these. This is a little like habit tracker to-do list type thing, and it kind of like moves to help you check it off or say that you didn't do it. I'm up to this point in my day today, so I leave it in the middle. And I still have like 4 more things to go, and then I check them off as I go. Yeah, so that's gonna help me keep accountable and remember what I'm doing. So then at the end of the day, I'll see how many points I have. I'll do my dot with my dotted Ohuhu markers, and then I'll just move on to the next day, reset the board. And I also put down here just like a check mark to indicate that if I did get 100 points, because on that day I did get 100. I did a lot. It was a very productive day, but I missed 1 on my core 10. So I wanted to add a check mark to indicate, yes, I did all my core 10 and got 100. So that's how I'm tracking that. And then, of course, after my Q3 reflection, I'll probably go in and do a little note for each month. And then a box on the side here is a note for each week. So weeks 27 to 39. And goals and intentions for the next quarter. So that I'm okay to do like first week of July. It might still be like June 30th because I think June 30th is a Monday, so that'll probably be like a good productive day for me. But at the same time, as I get ideas and think of things, I might just like reference these pages and jot some notes down just to make it easier for myself. And then I'll have to review June. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this though. Like, I don't want to be like super complicated and feel like it's a job to journal. Like, I never want to feel like that. So if it's too much for me, it's too much for me, and I'll move on. Like, I don't have to fill this out. But the part I like about this page the most is it gives me stop, start, continue, more, less, change. So if anything, I might just fill out the bottom part of the June review. And then I'll have to get into July and get into my July reflection. So setting up how I want to feel this month. Like, usually I like to have this one done before July 1st. But again, because mid-year is so chaotic, I feel like, in my journal, but it's gonna help me. It's gonna help me focus. It's gonna help me determine the things that are most important for my attention for the next half of the year and really wrap up the first half. I think it's also helpful because time has been going by so quick lately that it's actually like so disorienting to me. It really feels like it was just September. It feels like it was just January. It's really hard for me to like wrap my head around it. So going through wrapping up is also like a good mental way to say, okay, this part of the year is done. We're gonna move on now. So it's helpful for my brain. So even though it seems like it's gonna be a little bit too much, again, like I'm trying to say, if a prompt is just annoying and I don't have time, I'm just gonna move past it. So, but this is pretty important for July, and then I have to set up my whole calendar for July. So there's some things already in here, but I'll just say like my mindset, my main goals, something that will motivate me. There's like a box here for each week, and then tasks, bonus tasks, and what to do next month. So then I'll set up my July. So that'll be kind of like the completed version of my mid-year review is like at the end of here, because then I've set goals for the rest of the year, and then it goes into my quarter 3 reflection, so setting up my next quarter, and then setting up July. So yeah, so those are all of the things that I'm going to be doing in my journal for the next week. I'm also going to do a tarot card pull as part of my mid-year review. So this is my journal that I have for like, it's like my resource journal for tarot, so like numerology and like things about tarot cards that I want to like reference when I pull a card, like what it all means and like my chart or whatever. And then this journal is what I use to write in like my reflection on the tarot cards that I got. I did pull one at the beginning of the year, so I would like to do a little reflection talking about what I felt at the beginning of the year versus now, and what that tarot card represents, and like and compare it to like the new tarot card I pulled for the second half of the year. And I might pull one for just July, but I'm not sure yet. I might just do like a mid-year card pull and see what I get. I might use 2 different decks, again, not sure, but I'm just adding that into my mid-year reset. If you want to do something like this, if you see that you like the mid-year journal but it's missing a page for you, let me know, because I can add it, no problem, and that'll be available on my Etsy page. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.